For the top news headlines, COVID-19 infects over 1 million people globally, leads to more than 53,000. Prime Minister Modi asks Indians for 9 minutes at 9 p.m. on Sunday. And World Bank approves $9 billion emergency fund for India to tackle coronavirus. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Times of Manipur. This is HARIPRIYA and watching news today at 1 p.m. And now let's have the news in detail. The novel coronavirus has infected over 1 million people globally and led to more than 53,000 deaths. The United States recorded 1,169 COVID-19 fatalities in the past 24 hours. The grim record was previously held by Italy, where 969 people died on March 27 last. The US has now recorded 5,926 coronavirus deaths since the start of the pandemic. Globally, Italy still has the highest total death toll, with 13,915 dying of the disease, followed by Spain at 10,003. The US also recorded more than 30,000 new cases of the COVID-19 in the same 24-hour period, bringing the total number of officially reported cases in the country to more than 243,000 as per media reports. That is roughly a quarter of the more than 1 million cases reported globally. New York City is at the epicenter of the American outbreak, recording more than 1,500 deaths and nearing 50,000 positive cases, according to figures released late yesterday by city health authorities. More than 1.3 million COVID-19 tests have been conducted in the US. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today asked Indians for 9 minutes of their time at 9 p.m. on Sunday, April 5, to end the darkness of COVID-19 by lighting candles or flashing torches and mobile phones from their houses. The Prime Minister, while addressing the country via a video message, lauded the discipline exhibited by Indians during the 21-day lockdown imposed by the government to check the spread of coronavirus. He also said that the way Indians paid gratitude to people fighting against COVID-19 on March 22 has become a model that is being emulated by other countries. Janata curfew and ringing of bells, clanging utensils made the country aware of its unity and this challenging time, the Prime Minister added. The World Bank yesterday said it had approved an initial $1.9 billion in emergency funds for coronavirus response operation in 25 developing countries, with more than half the aid earmarked to help fight the fast-spreading disease in India, a media report said today. Action on projects in scores of emerging market countries is expected in the coming days and weeks, the World Bank said. In addition, the bank said it was working to redeploy resources in existing World Bank finance projects worth up to $1.7 billion. The bank has said it is prepared to spend up to $160 billion over the next 15 months to combat the pandemic. World Bank Group President David Malpass said the institutional lender was moving quickly to strengthen the ability of developing countries to respond to the virus and shorten the time to economic and social recovery. The poorest and most vulnerable countries will likely be hit the hardest, he said in a statement. Efforts are on to trace the people who were in the same flight with the 65-year-old man who is the second COVID-19 positive case of Manipur. According to the spokesperson of State Medical Directorate, sample of 16 people from the Peace Hospital and Research Institute, Porompat, where the patient was treated earlier, have been sent to Jennings for tests. Meanwhile, samples for 12 family members of the patient have also been sent to RIMS for tests. The results of these samples are likely to be available this afternoon, according to sources. The Directorate is also trying to trace all passengers who were with the patient in the same flight. Notably, after a 23-year-old woman from Thangmiban in Imphal was tested positive for COVID-19 last month, the 65-year-old man from Lelong in Thoubal district with the travel history to Nijamuddin in Delhi was tested positive for COVID-19 yesterday. Altogether, 19 samples are being tested today. Amid the total lockdown called by government to contain spread of COVID-19, many people, particularly daily wage earners and students putting up at rented accommodations in Imphal city, are facing hardship. To help them, members of Lalambung Takhelambam Lekayud Development Organization (LTYDO) today distributed rice to several people staying in rented houses located under the jurisdiction of LTYDO. The initiative was taken up under Managing Director of Green Can Industries, Justin Laichram. LTYDO President Elangbam Joykumar said that the aid has been extended to help ease difficulties faced by people staying in rented houses. He also added there is a plan to provide free rice to people in the age group of 5 to 17 years. The Rongmei Farm Delhi RPD and Rongmei Chamnak Farm Delhi RCPD have appreciated Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren for his prompt decision to distribute 4 kgs of free rice to every person holding ration card or not from the NFHA quota of April 2020. In a press release, the RPD and RCPD also appreciated Prime Minister Narendra Modi for the additional free rice of 5 kgs for every person per month for 3 months from April to June 2020. The rice is given as additional to the existing monthly rice quota of each state. The RPD and RCPD appeal to the government, contractors, agents and others to ensure distribution of the rice in a free and fair manner to the poor and needy at this time of lockdown in the spirit of humanity. The organization also appealed that the authorities should ensure that no poor family is left out. Everyone should not encourage petty party politics but should rise against COVID-19 in the true spirit of love and care. As a part of the measure taken up by Bishnupur District Police against curfew lockdown violators, the District Police detained 67 persons and 48 vehicles at different locations of Bishnupur yesterday. Reports said 31 of the violators were produced before the subdivisional magistrate. A total of Rs 5,200 was collected as fine from the lockdown violators. Jiribam District Higat Gram Panchayat Pradhan L. Somerendra Singh and Gram Panchayat member of Bidya Nagar and New Alipur LS today distributed edible items to villagers in the area. As a preventive measure to combat COVID-19, ward members of Borayangbi Gram Panchayat led by Borayangbi Gram Panchayat Pradhan Thiam Ongbi Bino Kumari Devi sanitized Napat, Lengang Mangjing, Sagang Wangu, Sadangkong streets of the Panchayat ward and public places with disinfectants today. As an effort to combat COVID-19 pandemic in the state, the Manipur government has ordered the concerned department to put up fence at vulnerable points along Indo-Myanmar border in Ternopal district to prevent entry of illegal migrants into the state. Ternopal district administration officials along with security personnel have been engaged in building fences at several vulnerable points on the Manipur sector of the Indo-Myanmar border. According to our correspondent, Myanmar Police and Army disrupted fence construction work supervised by Ternopal District Superintendent of Police and other high-ranking officers of the State Police today at border pillar number 77 near Morigate number 1. Tamil Deputy Commissioner along with Myanmar Police and Army personnel arrived at the site and interrupted the activity, claiming that they said it was a disputed site. Later on, barbed wires were put up in the area. Amid the nationwide 21-day lockdown and the Nizamuddin fiasco igniting COVID-19 pandemic, Indians are violating norms thoughtlessly. Days after the Tablighi Jamaat congregation in Delhi created a nationwide scare, putting nearly 9,000 people at risk of being infected by COVID-19. Telangana state cabinet ministers were participating in Ram Navami celebration according to reports. With 127 positive coronavirus cases, Telangana is one of the worst hit states in the country. Since Wednesday, 30 new cases have been reported with 9 deaths in the week so far, all related to the Tablighi Jamaat at Nizamuddin. In the week of this, the Ram Navami celebration have raised quite a few eyebrows across nation. And now let's see the newspaper headlines.
The Shanghai Express. One Nizamuddin returnee test positive, second in state. 20 from Assam test positive, Northeast cases rise to 24. Stay at home, keep social distance, Chief Minister appeals to public. 16 including founder of Peace Hospital and Research Institute, pick off. The People's Chronicle. State's second COVID-19 positive case is Nizamuddin event attendee. Book lockdown violators, Home Secretary to State. Manipur police sustain crackdown across state. Arrest 374 persons, seize 219 vehicles. Ukrul ADC launches COVID-19 relief fund. Councillors donate salary. Imphal Free Press. Only 1 out of 10 test positive. Containment measures begin. Stop criminalizing India's war against COVID-19, says CPIM. MPCC appeals for opening of banks, petrol pumps. Manipur Mail. One more positive COVID-19 case. Restrictions at Lilong area. Stay at home, social distancing much, says Chief Minister.
Before we close, let's see the top news headlines once again. COVID-19 infects over 1 million people globally, leads to more than 53,000 deaths. Prime Minister Modi asks Indians for a 9 minutes at 9 p.m. on Sunday. And World Bank approves $1 billion emergency fund for India to tackle coronavirus. That's all for the moment. Thank you very much for joining us and keep watching Times of Manipur News Update and have a good day ahead.